Can you believe this discarded wooden pallet could be transformed into a $1 million masterpiece in just 10 minutes? Hi everyone, today I'll walk you through simple, step-by-step methods using basic tools. No expensive equipment, no complicated machines. By the end, you'll know how to create something truly impressive right at home. So make sure you watch the entire video, because the final result is something you won't expect. Let's start with the wood. Once the slats are free, cut them into shorter sections using a saw. Keep your cuts controlled and consistent. After that, move to smoothing the surface with a grinder. Let the grinder move steadily along the grain. You'll feel the surface change as it becomes smoother and cleaner. That's exactly what you want. Once the wood is prepared, we move to shaping. Each strip is cut in half, then both ends are trimmed at an angle. These tapered cuts might look like a small detail, but they completely change how the final surface feels. Straight edges create a flat, uniform pattern. Angled cuts break that pattern and create variation. When you place these pieces together, the surface starts to look more natural, almost like it formed that way on its own. At the same time, those angled edges increase the contact area. That gives the concrete more surface to grip, which improves the overall strength of the structure. Lay all the pieces out on a flat surface. Space them evenly, leaving small gaps between each strip. Then place two longer pieces across the top and secure everything with nails to form a frame. Here's a small detail that makes a big difference. Don't drive the nails all the way in. Leave them slightly exposed. When the concrete is poured later, it will lock around those nails. Now we move on to shaping the outer form. Take a used motorcycle tire and cut off one side to create a ring. This tire acts as a flexible mold. The rubber holds the shape, but it also allows slight movement as the concrete cures. That flexibility helps prevent cracking. Then place it upside down over the wooden frame. Use hot glue to fix it in place. Press it down gently and hold it for a few seconds so it stays aligned, which can happen if the material is locked inside a rigid mold. Mix water with white glue first, then stir until it's fully combined. Let's talk about the concrete now. We're using white cement here, and there's a reason for that. White cement gives a cleaner finish compared to regular gray cement. After that, add fiberglass strands into the cement before pouring in the liquid mixture. Each of these materials plays a role. The glue improves adhesion and adds a bit of flexibility. That helps reduce cracking as the material cures. The fiberglass acts like reinforcement. It spreads out stress and helps the structure hold together under pressure. Without it, small cracks can form more easily over time. Mix everything slowly. Watch the consistency. Before pouring, add small stones into the gaps between the wooden slats. These stones aren't just for decoration. They add density and help distribute force across the surface. Now, begin pouring the concrete. Pour slowly and let it settle on its own. Don't force it into place. If needed, tap the sides gently to release trapped air. That helps prevent weak spots inside the structure. I know a lot of you are experienced and creative, so leave your best tips in the comments and share the knowledge with everyone. Once the concrete reaches about halfway up the tire mold, place a PVC pipe vertically in the center. This pipe is important. It will connect the tabletop to the base later to keep it stable. Position 4 small wooden supports around it. Hold it steady while the concrete is still soft. If this pipe shifts even slightly, the entire table can end up uneven. While that sets, we move on to the base. Take a sheet of thin metal and bend it into a circular shape. Don't worry about making it perfect. Slight irregular curves actually add character to the final design. Secure the metal in place and begin pouring concrete inside. Halfway through, place a layer of steel mesh. This acts as reinforcement, helping the base resist cracking over time. Then insert another PVC pipe vertically through the center. Align it carefully with the shape of the base. Pour more concrete around it, making sure it stays in position. Filling the pipe itself adds weight, which improves stability once everything is assembled. Let it cure for at least 24 hours. At this stage, patience matters. If the concrete hasn't fully set, the structure may weaken later even if it looks solid on the outside. Let's go back to the tabletop. Once it's hardened, secure the central pipe using brackets. This strengthens the connection point and ensures everything stays stable during use. Carefully flip the tabletop over. Use a grinder to smooth the surface. Move in steady passes, removing rough spots while keeping the natural texture of the wood and stones. Next comes a step that changes the look completely. Use a torch to lightly burn the wood surface. This creates contrast and brings out the grain. If the heat is too strong, the wood can char too deeply, so keep the movement controlled and watch the surface as it changes. After that, apply spray paint to the tire section. This helps unify the color and gives the piece a cleaner appearance. Now we move to the final layer epoxy. Mix the two components carefully. Stir slowly to avoid trapping air. Then pour it onto the surface and spread it evenly. As it settles, you'll notice it leveling itself out. This is one of the key properties of epoxy. It also enhances depth. The wood grain, the stones, and the concrete all become more visible under that glossy layer. While the epoxy sets, remove the metal mold from the base and apply a coat of paint. Once everything is fully cured, bring the two parts together. Align the pipes and secure the tabletop onto the base. Step back and take a look. What started as rough pallet wood has turned into something structured and refined. The concrete gives it strength, the stones add texture, and the epoxy brings everything together with a deep, glossy finish. So next time you see a piece like this, it might be worth asking, is it really waste? Or just the beginning of something else? If you enjoyed this process, share it with someone who likes building things by hand. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.